It's homecraft, so we're a little bit looser today than we might normally be.
Yeah. So much fun, then. I'm ruffling. That's how much fun it is. We're laughing my ass off. So much fun. Yes, good job. I have to teach my producer a few words every now and then, but he's getting the hang of it.
Our producer gets really mad at us whenever we something funny happens.
You hear that snap below the belt? And he said, and I have to teach you a lot of words.
I don't.
You don't get it?
Guys, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of this petty child fight right now, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable.
He's mean, man.
Morgan gets really mad when we say lol instead of actually just laughing. When something's not quite funny enough to really laugh, so we just say lol to recognize the humor.
I think it's as the more time you spend with StarCraft 2 people, then you're gonna use it in real life as well.
One day it's gonna happen, and when it does, when Morgan lets it slip, we're gonna give him hell.
It's gonna be the best moment ever. Our producer in the back is arguing with us, but it would be so awesome to hear. Just one day at dinner and he sees something funny and our producer's going to be like, lol. You know, but it's so natural to do that when you're surrounded with StarCraft 2 players, or at least people that play the game as well, or to spend a lot of time on the internet. Just the way you talk.
It really is, man. Even when something really, really funny happens, we're almost more prone to just scream lol than we are to actually laugh.
Well, that happens. I mean,
I know.
I do it too sometimes when I see something really funny. Instead of just saying or pretending that it's so funny or trying to explain it's funny, I'll just say lol. Or you can make people really mad as well by just saying lol in a really annoying way. Lol. 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 Lol.
Oh man, this is a very insightful StarCraft cast. Right now, Dennis is like, I cannot believe I asked these idiots to cast these games.
Dennis is like first Home Story Cup and now Homecraft. Kev, you disappoint me again. I'm sorry, Dan. I still love you. You know that, right?
Yeah, we do love Dan. He is one of the biggest figures in European esports, and a real centerpiece in the German StarCraft scene. We were supposed to interview Dennis today, while we were setting everything. We're like, hey Dan, we're going to interview you. We're going to do a nice little preview interview for the show, and then Dennis just disappears. He's just gone. And then right at the time for the first game, he's like, "Hey guys, I'm here." I'm like, oh. So
a little bit worried, man, because Titan only has, 2 probes and it's a simulate, and often there are builds where that is on purpose, but in this situation, I really wonder if it's on purpose or not. And now he adds an additional one. Not sure if that was on purpose or not, because he had 3 on the other one. And most of the time when you use a build where you only put 2 probes on the simulator, you're doing 2 and 2. Titan is going to switch it up this game, and of course Antigua Shipyard, for the people who are not that familiar with PvP, this is a great Blink Stalker map for the simple reason that there is a big surface area over here where you can blink into the main base. And if you force your opponent to defend his main base, you can always try to be annoying in his natural as well. Sage is going to go for a pretty quick expand ban, so that's going to play right into the hand of Titan. I do think that Titan is going to play this with a Robo, so I think after he added these 2 gates, he's going to add a robotics facility.
And so we're going to see Blink Ops, is what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I think.
Whereas Sage looks like he's going to be playing the very, very standard...
I might be wrong.
Maybe I can't say very standard 1-gate expand, but probably going to be this kind of gateway expand into some Immortals.
It's crazy how 1-gate expand became like a mainstream build, and people feel safe with that right now, man. While for the longest amount of time we struggled so hard to defend 4 gates, and now we go 1-gate expand.
Remember PvP in the Wings of Liberty beta?
Yes. Proxy gate.
When it was just like proxy gate, 4-gate, warp in, base race. It was like standard.
Yeah, it was like you proxy gate me, I proxy gate you, and then you pull the probes, and then you have these zealot wars in the middle of the map on Desert Oasis, which is epic.
It was just the worst games ever. It was like the worst to watch, the worst to cast, the worst to play.
You know, I actually feel that is the whole reason why Happy stopped playing Protoss and went to Terran. Because you know that the Russian Terran player Happy was a Protoss player in beta.
I was not aware of that, Kevin.
Yeah, because he wanted to play the race that was most similar to Orc, because he thought Orc was the most imbalanced race in Warcraft 3, and that was Protoss. And then I guess he got really mad about PvP. But I also thought that Marauders were very good.
I'm going to teach you something since you taught me something. Every time you learn something new, you get a new wrinkle in your brain.
Wrinkle in your brain?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just got a wrinkle in my brain.
Yeah.
It's pretty deep, man.
So like if you know a lot of stuff, you have a really wrinkled brain.
Titan is going to be aggressive right now with his first few Blink Stalkers. First Immortal is on the way.
You know what? If you were to just suicide blink on the ramp...
The Immortal is going to pop soon.
Instead, he's just going to try and harass this expansion, and I think it's going to be really difficult for Sage. Actually, you know what? Titan's going to kill this Nexus, and there's nothing Sage can do about it.
Because there is a sentry in the mix as well. Great move by Titan, bringing in that sentry. Sage tried to be smart and stay defensive on the top of the ramp, but he is going to lose this Nexus, as you said, Ben. And more importantly, I wonder when he's ever going to be able to break out. I don't think he will be able to break out.
Every time he comes down that ramp, I get really scared.
He might be able to get a Warp Prison Ben and then drop the Immortals on the low ground, kind of like we saw, I think, Rain do the other day in GSL. But if Titan just stays there, it's going to be so hard for Sage to go down, unless he adds a Robotics Bay and then goes for Colossus. But that takes so long that Titan can always win because he can always base trade.
Titan's Observer's here now. That gives him a chance to really do some cute stuff with this
I would
force
love
field.
to see some force fields. Force
Do it,
fields on the high
Titan.
ground.
He's going to do it. Boom! And that was...
Well, it's 2 units for free.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with 2 units.
Nothing wrong with it at all. Not the super force field that I hoped for.
The best thing is, after these 3 force fields, he still has 1 more force field to contain him a little bit longer.
It wasn't the force field we deserved, Kev, but it was the one we needed right now. As
You just pull a Batman quote on me.
I did.
You know I don't like Batman.
You don't like any superhero movies. This infuriates me to, to the nth degree. Like, I get so annoyed that you don't like superhero movies.
What?
Guys, Kevin is too cool for superhero movies.
No,
like,
I'm not too cool. I just
your logic is you're too old for that.
Yeah, I feel
that is your logic. That is the officially too cool guy logic to like superhero movies. I'm too old and mature to like. There, you just said it. It's childish.
Yeah.
I'm so much more grown up than that.
No,
Let me go home and play StarCraft for 10 hours.
That guy sounds like a badass to me. Who does it? No, I don't know. It's just,
Can't
not
believe
my
you
type
don't like
of movie.
superhero. You have no imagination, Kev.
Maybe I'm just a realist.
You know, realists really believe in superheroes.
No, that's what believers do. I don't understand the whole fascination with superhero movies. I like a movie with a story. Man.
I like
with a
I like
message.
to tune in, and I like to see a billionaire playboy philanthropist flying through the sky in a amazing robot outfit and blowing stuff up with lasers. That's my kind.
Yeah, like
of
Todd
good
loves
movie.
that too. You know, guys, ever since Todd came to USA, I see Sage moving across the map because he feels he's going to be too far behind man to follow this up in the next span. So he's going to try to win this with Immortal Stalker, but I think Titan is going to be pretty well prepared. Before, like, Todd has taken me to the movies like 3 or 4 times, but since we've been in USA, and he keeps taking me to these terrible, terrible action movies where one guy just kills everybody, and then he finds it amazing when one guy shoots from a bike, while Sage is not really paying attention.
Whoa, big
That's
blink
a weird blink
from Titan, and gonna get a couple stalkers
It's not a good
caught.
blink
Loses
at all.
1, loses 2.
but his Titan still has a really big advantage, and all the
Yeah.
Zealots are helping out so much as well.
I think Titan just has too much. I mean, Sage is never, ever, ever going to come back in a macro game here. He has to win right now, and every second that he's not winning is a second that Titan is getting stronger.
That was very deep then.
Bro, I got Tiger Blood.
How many gears do you have?
Win.
Just one.
Just
Go.
one here. Go, yeah.
Sage is going to try to poke off this ramp with a couple of Blink Stalkers, but it's just not going to work. Titan has higher numbers in everything, Ben. Or, well, Zealot count is the same, but he has more Immortals, more Stalkers, and more Sentries. And most importantly, Ben, more probes. So Sage is going to need a miracle to win this game.
And what would we name that miracle? If it does have a name, it's going to be
Miracle on
Immortal.
Antigua. What do you think?
I like it. I like it.
As a reference to Miracle on Ice.
As a reference to Miracle, the great sports movie about the U.S. men's hockey team that
You
defeated
overrated
Russia.
it. You overrated that movie.
Kevin, you just hate great things. Kevin just hates greatness, is what it boils
Force
down
fields
to.
are going down either side.
He is a hater with a capital H. As we do see Sage trying to bust in, it's all or nothing right
it's
here.
pretty good so far for Sage, man. A couple of Stalkers out of position for Titan as well.
But the Immortal count is just so high. There's 5 Immortals out for
Zealots.
Titan. They're going to try to do something, but
No
such
more
a
force
narrow choke. There is no more force field. And all the Zealots have been killed, and that means that it's a
Wow.
field day time
These Immortals,
for
man.
these Immortals.
Look how quick Immortals kill Immortals without shield. Like one shot.
Boom. Sage GG's. Titan wins his first map of this best of 11. Makes the score 2-1. There is life in the Russian. Now, guys, I know that Skarlet was announced as the player to be playing against Titan in this show match.
But Crocky bite you.
But Crocky took a bite out of Skarlet. No, actually, Scarlett just had something come up, and she was unfortunately unable to take part today.
I beat the game.
What the heck?
Now you drink.
You just pushed down every Crocky tooth.
Yes. That's how good I am.
Crocky? There he goes.
I only bite you.
It's like Kitty, man. Anyway, Scarlett was supposed to play today. She had something come up, was unfortunately unable to attend, so we had to scramble. We called an audible. We've got Sage taking part here, the Korean Protoss player living in the Ministry of Wind in Poland. Sage leads 2-1 over Titan right now, as we are going to head over to a quick break. We'll be back with game number 4, perhaps the most important game ever played in the career of Sage, the young Korean Protoss.
That's not true.